What's up, guys? I just finished watching The Last of Us Season 1, Episode 5, and I wanna share my thoughts, what I think about the episode. So, without spoilers, I think it was pretty good. The weakest one, in my opinion, from this season. We got some action scenes, we got some cool visuals. Of course, the music, yes, beautiful. As usual, at the end of the episode, the music was very beautiful. Nice piano. Uh, but in the action scene, it was a little bit like, yeah, this is not realistic, okay? I love the writing, I love the characters, and they basically stories and the dialogues, but the action scene in this episode, it wasn't like realistically done, in my opinion, and it was the weakness, okay? And I think the villain in this episode, it was weak too. She reminds me of Karen, okay? Some kind of this chick character, like, oh, what is going on? My brother died. I'm not gonna spoiler you, but this villain, it wasn't great in my opinion. The actress, something about her playing this character, I don't buy her. Basically, of course, she was a fucking, monster, but at the same time, monster as a human being. But at the same time, her character was strange. Okay, but I'm gonna give the actress that this is very like recognizable. Yes, her character, but I don't buy her, and I don't like her character as a villain. So, uh, 8 out of 10, the weakest episode in my opinion, because the action scene was a little bit made up. I'm gonna spoiler you. Uh, just wait, yes, 1 minute, and I'm gonna talk about what I don't like about the episode. But overall, 8 out of 10, good cinematography. Love those characters, and loved, of course, the world and the dialogues, everything. The cinematography looks great, and it not much use CGI. Of course, yes, they use much practical effects, and I love about this series that, yes, and I love the cinematography. Look at this, very simple shot. Look at this, one head, another head of the character. Yes, right here, this chest kind of shot. We got some lightning right here, some walls, and good lighting on the fucking face, and looks simple, but looks classic, if that makes sense. Yes, the shots of this whole series is very simple, but it's cinematic as fuck, if that makes sense. This looks cinematic as fuck, this shot, yes, and they have talked, blah blah blah. And this two, look at this. Two characters in shadow, yes, and I can analyze shot by shot because I am that kind of guy. Like, this looks beautiful. In shadows, beautiful lighting right here, beautiful fucking fog lighting, and a character in the fucking middle. Good placement of the characters. Something about this show is very cinematic, but it's very simple. Look at this. Two characters in the fucking sky. It looks like fucking painting, if that makes sense. Yes, very nicely done cinematography. So I'm gonna spoiler you, but I don't like the episode. Basically, I don't like the episode, the action scene, cause maybe I'm gonna jump to the beginning of the episode. I'm gonna mumbling in this one. Yes, the episode starts like we got some riots, yes, in the streets, and I'm assuming the revolution about the Fedra, yes, the Fedra, this kind of government or whatever. People basically just burning fucking bodies and killing people, yes, on the streets, the cops. And I'm assuming this was flashbacks, yes, like this Karen character. I'm gonna call her. She just do this basically. Yes, she was in charge, and that's why we got the dialogue, yes, between fucking her and the soldier guy. I like the soldier guy. Like, hey, your brother, was great man, but you changed everything. So I'm assuming she just started the riot, and basically, we got flashbacks of those two guys. And to be honest, I'm not very attached of those guys, but it's good little story. Like, you remember those characters. Like, okay, they are two cool fucking guys. Like, the skit, yes, who can't basically hear, and this, I'm assuming his father or whatever he was. Basically, he was like, hiding from the fucking Karen character, yes, and her army, because he basically betrayed her and betrayed his brother. Because we got later on the story, yes, and I like this story, but at the same time, I was thinking they're gonna build more of those characters, but it is what it is. It wasn't, bad, but it wasn't great either. It was like, okay, good, pretty good. So basically, they were, we got some shots like they are hiding in the fucking building right here with another, old dude, and they were eating some stupid shit, and the kid was like terrifying, and I remember the line like, "Oh, the kid is terrifying because you are terrified." So he was starting to basically convince, yes, this kid like, "Hey, we are good, motherfucker, motherfucker, you are a good kid, okay." Do I look I like I am terrified or something like this? Yes, this car. You watched it. So the dialogue was great because I remember some dialogues. And basically, you know, they were eating, yes, some fucking beans from the fucking. You watched this. Yes, in the fucking room, and they were like, okay, where is this dude, this third dude, and he's not coming back. So we must basically escape the city, yes. And he tried basically he remembered the pattern of the fucking guards, yes, because he was looking out of the windows, and he was like, okay, let's go, and he just noticed this shooting like happened in the previous episode, like this fucking Joe character and Ellie, like, oh, they just shoot some guards, yes, because they were, he watched stuff. So he was noticed this, yes, from the fucking window, and he just follow, I'm assuming, those characters, this Ellie and Joel character. They just go follow them and to the building, and they just sneaking out on them. And basically, they just like, okay, don't move. I am friend, okay, but don't fucking move. And I'm gonna just put the gun basically down, okay, and we're gonna talk. Okay, motherfucker, you watch this stuff. Good dialogue right there. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna help you, but I know the city, I watch you, and this is not, like, I don't have ammo on my gun, so it was like pointless to point the gun. I'm not a, guy who shoots people, blah blah blah, who kills people. But it reveals like he kills the dude because he is a rat, yes. He basically was working to Fedra, I'm assuming, yes, to basically give up the brother of Karen, and that's why the Karen just basically tried to find this Henry. Find Henry, find Henry. I was thinking it's gonna maybe be involved in the virus or whatever. No, he just basically was a rat and he just gave up her brother. Okay, whatever. And Fedra, I'm assuming, just killed them. Kill his brother. So, this fucking Karen character, was at the fucking home too, in the fucking right here in the room, and she was have the dialogue like, okay, they just revealed to us, yes, but later I want to talk a little bit earlier, like, okay, they have the talk like, I know the plan where you're gonna basically sneak out from the city, you watch this stuff, and Joe was like, okay, whatever, and the tunnels, they just gonna get out from the fucking city from the tunnels. I'm like, how people don't notice those tunnels. It was like, come on, just search the tunnels, whatever. So basically, they were like, okay, they just go to the tunnels and they just find this cool room with the toys and whatever. And Ellie character and this child character, they have a talk. Yes, they have find this comic book or whatever. They have fun, play some fucking football. Yes, and basically the guy just revealed to Joey like, okay, I just give up the Karen's brother, yes, to the fucking cops or to the Fedra, and they just killed him, and that's why the Karen just was fucking, searching for me. And they have the dialogue like, hey, you are the father too, so she's maybe not your daughter, but I'm assuming you are the father because you looks like you got fucking daughters. This kind of dialogue. And they just go once again to the fucking tunnels. They just give up. It was like perfect fucking tunnels. Like, how no one discovered this? It's a little bit strange, but whatever. They just go through the tunnels, and they were like, "Okay, we are good," and someone starts to shoot them. Yes, and like I said, we got revealed like this current character is fucking like, oh, find the Henry. Oh, the soldier guy just came to this car, and I don't know where is he. We don't find the guy. We don't find the Henry. But she just revealed like, okay. And the dialogue was bad. I'm gonna say like no, the dialogue was good, but the acting was bad of this Karen character. Like, oh, I'm Karen, and the brother this built me a box, and the wooden box, and I am Karen, and he is always like that. He is good man. I am Karen, and this Henry character just killed this motherfucker. I am Karen. You get the idea. Stupid jokes with the Karen, whatever. The soldier was like, okay, but your brother was a great man. He was like, okay, you must forgive, but yeah, you hash this stuff. So the dialogue was good, but the acting of this actress, I wasn't convinced on those characters. On this character, so they just go and someone starts to shoot of them, some old dude, yes, on the fucking building, and Joey like, you trust me, and she was like, yes. So that's good building relationship, and they just fucking go, yes, and Joey was like, hey, and I just stopped shit. They just this joke go like, hey, I'm gonna sneak up on the guy and I'm gonna shoot the guy, and they try to basically stay on the car, yes, and the guy just shoot in the car, and Josh just sneak up the guy and on the guy and just, hey, put out the gun, and not gonna shoot you, motherfucker. Please don't do this, and he just shoot the guy. And the basically he was noticed the radio like, oh, the Karen character just you know hold them off. She was talking to this old dude, yes, who was shooting on this car. And Josh just sneak up and kill this dude. And basically, we were like, run, run. She was screaming off the window, and they just start to fucking, drive, yes, through the fucking street with the car, and they just start to clean the car. And this is my issue, okay, in this episode. The action scene, it was like poorly done. Like, seriously, seriously, like, whatever. They just, start to fucking run, hide from the car to the another car, and basically Joe started shooting the guy, yes, who was cleaning the fucking road, and it was a little bit stupid. Like, this Ellie Carter was running, and the car was chasing her. She was like, "Just run on the other side." Like, why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? This is a meme. Why are you running basically in this direction? Just change the direction, and the car not gonna fucking find you. Whatever. So the car was, who was cleaning the fucking street, basically was chasing Ellie, and Joe just take a shot and at the last second just shoot the guy, the fucking driver, and the car just drew to the building and just blew up. Bunch of fire, and the guy just helped Elias to basically just, hey, get up and hide from the another car. And Karen character just came from the fucking car and, hey, Henry stops to hide. Where are you, motherfucker? This is the Oreo. This is your end. Blah blah blah. The dialogue. Like I said, this Karen character doesn't convince me. Oh, she is. Like I said, she is very rememberable. Like, how to say? Not for. I cannot forgive her. Well, she is very, like, how to say, recognizable or whatever. But I don't like her as a villain. So Henry just, he was like, okay, I'm gonna give up, but leave a kid. He's just fucking kid. And the Karen was like, yeah, but kids dies every day. Oh, she tried to, justify, like, she was thinking like fucking sociopath. The dialogue was written like that. And the Henry was like, okay, I'm just giving up. Oh, now you're gonna die. Karen just point up the gun. Basically, the ground just starts to falling over it on this fucking car that blew up. You watched it. In my opinion, it wasn't good action scene. Why the Karen don't shoot this motherfucker? It's so stupid. She was basically like, this is the guy who kills your brother or whatever, yes? Give up your brother to the fucking cops and they just torture him and kill him. Why? Are you not just, very quickly just pull off the fucking trigger and he's dead or whatever? So basically, the zombies just try to. The zombies were from the ground, yes? Run in and attack those fucking soldiers, yes? Those fucking people of Karen. And I'm gonna say, the zombies looks very nicely in the fucking shadows, yes? In the dark. Good lighting and those things, yes? And very fast they are running. It was good scene, like, whoa, bunch of fucking zombies, hundred of zombies, yes, from the ground. And at the same time, why people don't shoot the car or just go all over the car where Ellie character and this Henry character was hiding. It was so I don't know. Maybe they just think like, oh, he got the guns or whatever. I don't know. Something about this feels stupid. Like they are in the fucking space on, I don't know, 10 feet, or they can't basically like find the guy and he was screaming. Whatever. So the car and they just start to shoot zombies and it wasn't good in my opinion. This Ellie character just, sneak up to the car and Joey start to shoot the zombies, of course, yes, and she just sneak out and go inside the car. And Joey just spot him like, oh, spot this, like, okay, she tried to go to the fucking car. Okay, let's do this. And I like this, like they start to work like one kind of team. Okay, he just read what she tried to do. I like this aspect of this, but at the same time, it wasn't realistic. Like so much people was fighting, yes, were fighting in the street, and it was strange. So I'll just sneak out in the car, and Joey just shooting the zombies to clear out her way. And one zombie just came out to the car, and basically Ellie just once again sneak out from the car, and she was spotting those guys. Yes, uh, those Henry character and his child, right here under the fucking car, and she just stopped the zombies, and Joey once again clear up. Yes, the fucking away, and it was not realistic. Like, why zombie? Because zombies just were killing people in the background, and I'm like, why zombie don't attack her? It was so strange. I'm assuming, yeah, Joey just clear up the way, but at the same time, it was like, whatever, hundred of zombies and no one fucking attacks her, whatever. So, she was killing two zombies. She kills two zombies with a knife, and she just helped this Henry and this good, and she just starts to fucking run, yes, with those three characters, and they just start to run to Joey, yes, like, and this current character was, hey, Henry, stop. And once again, she got the fucking trigger and the gun point on the guy. And once again, why you not fucking pull the trigger? It doesn't matter because the guy is dead on the episode too because he just committed suicide. But at the same time, it's a little bit annoying. Two times she got him on the fucking pointing the gun on him and she don't pull the trigger. It's so stupid. And basically this child zombie starts to attack this Karen and bites her. Blah, blah, blah. They were like running and they just meet up in the different house. Yes, this Ellie and this Joey and Cara and this Henry and his kid, and they have some dialogues like, okay, we are protectors, blah blah blah. It's easy to be a fucking kid because you don't have responsibilities, basically, yes, to protecting someone, blah blah blah. And they were like reading comic, and basically this kid was bite by the zombie, and she was like, my blood is a cure, and she just cut her fucking hand, and it doesn't work. So I'm assuming her blood is not a cure, and basically she tries to touch this fucking bite part of the kid, and they have good exchanges like, what are you afraid of? Scorpions. It's funny. Yes, because and later she was writing on this. It was a good dialogue there. And basically she was like, I'm terrifying, like I'm gonna be alone, and I'm assuming it's gonna happen to her. Like she gonna be alone. I'm gonna end up alone. And the kid was, I am beaten, my blood is a cure, blah blah blah. And it was not realistic though. Like, do you gonna stand basically with me this whole night? And she was like, okay, of course, I promise. And she was, and the next day just waking up and the kid was sitting, and this is not realistic. Why the kid is sitting? Because the kid was fucking zombie kid. Why? He's supposed to attacks her, when she was asleep. I am confused. So basically she just tap him, and this kid zombie attacks her, and this Henry character just take the gun, and he was like, hey, what is going on? And this zombie kid, yes, his kid attacks Ellie, and he just shoot this kid, and he was terrified. What have I done? What have I done? Because he was seeing the blood, yes, on the fucking floor. Good cinematography on that, and he just committed suicide. Okay, he's dead. the kid is dead. Who fucking cares? It's Karen kills him or he kills him. I'm assuming, yeah, this is more impactful, like, oh, storytelling, but at the same time, the result that is the same. But at the same time, it's a little bit stupid. Like, the Karen just point the gun 2 times at this bit. But whatever, this Henry just died, and they just buried them. And she was riding on the stupid like communicator, like I'm sorry, and they just go. End of the episode. Beautiful music, beautiful cinematography, but in my opinion, the action scene wasn't convincing. It was like, yeah, why the zombies don't attack her? I'm assuming, yeah, Joey clears the fucking way, but at the same time, there were hundreds of zombies from the ground, and people were fighting the zombies. It was so strange. Not realistically done, in my opinion. And the Karen just pointed the gun 2 times at the fucking dude on the Henry. It was not realistic. I'm assuming the most realistic stuff was like the guy just killed his child and committed suicide. Good stuff. Good dialogues, okay, but in my opinion, one of the weakest episodes, okay, from this season so far. 8 out of 10. If I forgot something, I'm sorry, but this was the fucking my thoughts. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one. 8 out of 10. Bye, guys.